Freedom sounds romantic from the outside. From the inside, it's terrifying. No boss, no paycheck on a fixed date, no one to blame when things go wrong. Just you. Every win is yours. Every mistake, too. Some mornings he missed the old structure, missed knowing exactly what was expected, missed the illusion of safety. But he remembered something clearly. That safety had an expiration date. There were weeks when work slowed down again. Not failure, just quiet. And quiet has a way of messing with your head. He caught himself refreshing inboxes, checking numbers too often, measuring his worth by activity. That's when discipline mattered more than motivation. He kept the routine even when results dipped. Same wake-up time, same hours, same standards. Not because he felt inspired, because consistency doesn't care how you feel. One day, a younger version of him showed up. Not literally, in an email. A stranger wrote, "I just got fired. Twice. I feel lost. I don't know if I'm built for this world." He stared at the message. It felt like reading his own past. He replied slowly, carefully, "I don't know if you're built for the world, but I know the world isn't built for everyone. Sometimes that's a gift." After hitting send, he sat back. For the first time, his pain felt useful. Success didn't make him louder. It made him calmer. He stopped explaining his choices, stopped arguing with doubt. Not because doubt disappeared, but because it no longer had authority. He trusted his process more than opinions. Then came a moment he never expected, an offer. Not from desperation, from position. A company wanted him on his terms. Flexible, respectful, fair. Years ago, he would have jumped. This time, he paused. He asked himself a hard question. Am I running towards something or away from fear? The answer was clear. He said no, and slept better that night than he had in years. Here's the truth that closes the circle. Being fired 3 times didn't mean he was failing in life. It meant life was removing him from places that would have kept him small. Some doors don't open because they're not meant to. They're meant to force you to build your own. If you're in that season right now, rejected, confused, tired, don't rush to escape it. This phase is shaping you, teaching you resilience, clarity, self-trust. One day you'll look back and realize something quietly powerful. The worst moments weren't detours, they were training. And the version of you who survives this, that version can't be fired. There was one last test he didn't expect. Success has a way of doing that. Just when you think you're steady, life checks if you actually need it, or if you just got lucky. A major project fell apart overnight, not slowly, instantly. A deal you counted on collapsed. No warning, no backup. The old panic tried to rush in, that familiar heat in the chest, that voice saying, "Here we go again." But something was different this time. He didn't spiral. He sat still and waited. He realized failure no longer scared him the way it used to. Not because it couldn't hurt him, but because it couldn't define him anymore. Before, failure meant proof he wasn't enough. Now it was just feedback, information, a problem to solve, not a verdict on his worth. So he adjusted, cut expenses, shifted focus, went back to fundamentals. No drama, no self-pity, just work. Weeks later, stability returned. Not the kind built on hype, the kind built on systems, savings, multiple streams, skills no one could take away. He wasn't rich, but he was resilient. And resilience is more valuable than confidence, because confidence breaks when things go wrong. Resilience adapts. He stopped measuring life in milestones. No more when I get there, I'll be happy. He learned to respect the process, the boring days, the quiet wins, the unseen discipline. That's where real growth lives, not in applause. Sometimes he thought about the version of himself sitting in that car years ago, engine off, heart racing, feeling like a failure. If he could say one thing to that version, it wouldn't be motivational,
It'll be honest. This is going to hurt longer than you think, but it's also going to build you deeper than you imagine. Here's the final truth. Some people get fired and recover. Others get fired and awaken. They stop asking for permission, stop waiting to be chosen, stop trying to fit into spaces that don't value them. They build leverage, they build skill, they build self-respect. And one day, without realizing when it happened, they cross a line from disposable to undeniable. If life has knocked you down more than once, hear this clearly. You're not broken. You're being tested for independence, for strength, for ownership of your own path. The world fires people every day, but the ones who learn from it, they don't just come back, they come back unreplaceable.